Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everybody here on behalf of Silver Cross Hospital. My name is Scott Paddock. I'm the Senior Vice President of External Affairs, and I'd like to welcome Mayor Tim Balderman and his team. And we've got many officials from the Village of New Lenox today. I'd like to thank members of the Silver Cross family, including our medical executive staff, our overall medical staff, our executive team, and our leadership team. And I'd also certainly like to thank and welcome members of Ruth's family, Don and David, who join us here today. So just to give you a little background on how we arrived today, this past spring, our Medical Executive Committee, under the leadership of our Chief of Medical Staff, Dr. Joe Hindo, was looking for ways, appropriate and impactful ways, to honor our former President and CEO, Ruth Colby, here on our New Lenox campus. And one of the ideas that was surfaced and bubbled to the top was a street renaming in her honor. So as recently as this May, our medical staff co-signed a letter to Mayor Balderman expressing their desire for this on behalf of the 1,200 members, physicians, and advanced practice providers of our medical staff. And those of you that know Mayor Balderman and his team know that it doesn't take long for him and them to spring into action. And here we are only 2 short months later for this special gathering today. So I want to welcome all of you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Silver Cross President and Chief Executive Officer, Michael Mutterer, to say some remarks.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. Perfect. So thank you for joining us today on this very special occasion as we pay tribute to our former President and CEO, Ruth Colby, by honorarily naming Silver Cross Blvd the Ruth Colby Memorial Blvd. So to begin, I'd like to first thank both Don DeFrank, Ruth's husband, and David Chodak, Ruth's son, for joining us today and for being part of this very special occasion. We really respect the fact that you guys have stayed connected to the Silver Cross family, so thank you for that. Yeah. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Mayor Tim Balderman, as well as the Village of New Lenox, the New Lenox City Council, and finally the New Lenox Public Works Department for making this event possible. Mayor Balderman and the Village of New Lenox are truly great friends of Silver Cross, and it's that friendship that Ruth treasured and nurtured for many, many years. And I will tell you that I will continue that relationship moving forward. Very important part of our being here in New Lenox. Finally, I'd like to thank Dr. Hindo and members of our Medical Executive Committee for their support and attendance, as well as our physicians who were able to join us. So this very busy intersection is the main entrance into our bustling hospital campus, but it is also much, much more than that. The Ruth Colby Memorial Blvd signifies health, hope, and healing to all who pass along it. Ruth's visionary leadership touched every corner of Silver Cross Hospital, as well as our beautiful campus, from the time she joined our organization in 2005 until her untimely passing last October. The Ruth Colby Memorial Blvd will be a visual reminder that Ruth's wisdom and guidance transformed what once was a community hospital into a truly regional medical center that is nationally recognized with its healthcare brand. She helped bring world-class healthcare close to home for the tens of thousands of people that we serve in our community. Ruth, I know you are up there looking down upon us, and I'm sure you might be rolling your eyes, possibly. But truly, this is a deserving memorial for all that you've done for us here at Silver Cross, the communities that we serve. And truly, this is a reminder to everybody the powerful impact that you had on the Silver Cross and the Silver Cross campus. So thank you all for being here. And now I'm going to turn the podium over to the Mayor of New Lenox, Tim Balderman. And again, thank you for your support and friendship. Please come up and say a few words.
Thank you. Unlike me, I'll be very brief right now because this is still tough for me. As the mayor, you have an opportunity to work with a lot of leaders in different walks of life. But I can honestly tell you that Ruth was something and someone incredibly special to me. Prior to Ruth, I worked with Paul Pollock, and Paul did a wonderful job with this hospital when it came over from Joliet. And but when I met Ruth and got to know Ruth, it was just something instantaneous. It was very, very special right from the beginning. Ruth was a woman of incredible integrity. She never, ever hesitated to pick up the phone and make a call when it was something that she wanted to do for others. In all the time that I talked to Ruth, not one time did she ever ask for anything for herself. It was always for the hospital, somebody in need, for her staff, for the community. And I miss her. I miss her terribly. I am excited to work with Michael and his team, but that's truly a testament to Ruth and a sign of a great leader that she put together a team that can continue to move forward without missing a beat. And but personally, I will miss her very, very much. There's a lot of streets throughout the country and throughout the world who've got honorary boulevards, and I've traveled like many of you have, and you always wonder who those people are. It'll be a long time before there's somebody who says, who was Ruth Colby? But I promise you that 100 years from now, when someone's driving down this street and they see Ruth Colby Boulevard, they will see her legacy. They may not have known who she was personally. They may not have even ever heard her name before. But everything that you see before you and everything that will come from this point forward is due in large part to her hard work, her effort, and her commitment to people. And so I want to say, Don and David, thank you for sharing her with us, because when someone is as committed as Ruth was, you have to share that person completely, and you did, selflessly. So thank you for that. Dr. Hendo, I know how close you were with Ruth. I know she was a very, very good friend of yours, and how much she loved and respected you as well. So thank you for what you do and for supporting her and your team. So I want to say thank you to all of you for what you do every day. It's true that we do move very quickly, but as the mayor, it's easy for me to say do something, and then I kind of just get out of the way, and our incredible staff does it. So to my assistant, to our public works, to everyone who was involved in this today, I want to say thank you. We really do have a great team at the Village of New Lenox, and it's great to partner with the wonderful team here at Silver Cross. So without any further ado, let's honor Ruth.
You're going to come up?
I have Public Works come up with me in case the string pull doesn't work. I can just look at them. John, David, would you like to join us, please? We'll have you with your good ring.
Yeah, I want here.